Welcome back to the channel. Forgive my absence from my father passing away to me, honestly, just today getting over COVID. It has been quite the brutal year. But the market, just like life, continues on. And the market, just like life, recovers. My father would say something like this: the market is like your sex life. The longer and harder the suppression, the bigger the pop. You just got to make sure that you are solid with yourself. So to honor my father, I'm going to stay solid with my YouTube channel. And don't think I hadn't thought of packing up and walking away through this emotional time. But to honor my father, to honor you, that wouldn't be right. And it wouldn't be right to honor the things I've learned, to turn my back and walk away. Because that's not who I am. That is not who my father taught me to be. My father said I should write a book, because someone out there, someplace, needs to hear the things that I did to get out of where I was, fighting every single day for every scrap of food, for every sock, every shoe, the shirt on my back, and just simply the right to live. I should have died 1,000,000 times over. But I'm not much of a writer. But I'm a talker. And so I started this channel. And so to honor my father, I stick to it. But I need to ask you guys a favor. You guys a question. Because I feel like the channel is trying to find its footing. And I don't know where that footing is. My father would say something like this: if you don't know where your channel's footing is, then what you need to do is ask the audience. Because the audience is liquidity. I am just the project. Without liquidity, you've got nothing. Without you, I have nothing. So, what direction should this channel go? Should I focus more on news, reviews, and ideas like that? Or do I need to focus more on the mindset, the actions, and the things that I did to get myself off the streets and keep myself off the streets? Because you deserve to be honored just as much as anybody else. And through these brutal times, sometimes I feel like people lose the mindset. And there are a lot of things coming from poor to being rich that change in you, change in the people around you, change in the way you perceive things. I remember a time when $20 may as well have been $1,000,000 to me. But there comes a point with perception when you get up there and you've made more money, when $1,000 doesn't seem like a lot. And that's a change of perception that people don't tell you about when you come from the poor. Choosing your friends wisely is another one. I've said it before, the difference is night and day. When you and your friends are poor and you're hanging out and you're talking about bad times, it's just friends talking about bad times. But when you have means, when you have money, it's not. It's different. And that's another bit of mindset, another bit of reality that people don't tell you. But I need to know from you guys, because you are my liquidity. You are everything. Without you, there's nothing. What footing, what direction does this channel go in? I beg of you, just a couple minutes of your precious time. My father was always the wisest, smartest man I knew. And when I first started YouTube, he laughed. So what is this? What are you going to do with it? Because there's two things in life. There's assets and there's liabilities. Assets gain you things. Liabilities take things. And if you start this YouTube channel, it's going to take time. It's going to take time away from you. Take time away from you doing other things. So are you sure that it's an asset? But as I stuck with it, he started thinking. And as I stuck with it longer, then he was proud. And my father was always proud of me, because I'd come far. And I want to share that. Nobody deserves to be in the streets. Nobody deserves to starve. Nobody deserves to almost die of dehydration. But in the end, it's up to you. You're my audience. You're my liquidity. I am just the project. So let me know what direction you want this channel to go in. Tell me what you want to hear. I will make it happen. I will honor you, and I will honor my father. And forgive me if this seemed a little rambly. My brain is a little rambly. But I appreciate your time. And I want this channel to grow. I want the reach. I want the contact. And most importantly, I'm going to change things for the better for someone. Even if I spend 20 years on this channel, and it takes the last minute of the 20th year for me to reach someone where they say, I never thought about it that way. And it works. And I change their life for the better. And that makes it all worthwhile. So, what direction do we take the channel? Should I focus more on news or where I came from? I don't know. What sets me apart from every other plain Jane YouTuber? My life. The fact that I have come from homelessness. I have come from fighting for every scrap of everything. The fact that somehow I survived through all that to here. That's the only thing that sets me apart from every other plain Jane crypto YouTuber. And perhaps the fact that I'm willing to ask my audience, what direction should we go in? Because I want to go on this together. Because you're worth it. I'm worth it. We're all worth it. And the more time you have to focus on family rather than on the pitfalls of investing, then more worth it. Not even sure if this video will make sense. But I need to do this to honor everybody involved. And to honor myself too. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Please comment below what makes more sense. I appreciate you. And I will see you on the next one.